Okay, guys, so for any of you who have seen Fusion Z Gamers two videos on Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 4 and Dako's video, you'll know that at the end, after you defeat this sort of evil and mutated Boris without a heart, um after you kill him out the ugly Alice, the one that has like this whole split thing between her face. One's ugly and the other one's kind of normal. Runs at you in anger and frustration, but at the last moment, this sort of Indiana Jones looking Alice, with like some sort of green top and all that, and like Alice's normal clothes underneath, kind of saved you with a katana. And Boris turns out to only have like a metal arm type thing. Um, my theory is, okay, and this contains spoilers, as I've already spoiled the end of chapter 4. Um, my theory is that both of them were split. Alice was never just one being. She was always two: Susie Campbell and Allison Pendle. Allison Pendle being the evil one, and Susie Campbell, the original voice actor, being this nicer, better one. Either that or it could be reversed. I don't know, since Susie Campbell was like the one that you worked with pretty much, and I believe you would have left by the time Alice and Pendle came along, but it could always be the other way around. Anyway, I believe that they both weren't fused into the same body, inky body, but um instead into two forms after actually they were first fused as one, but then Susie Campbell split off from the other one, explaining the whole half ugly side of the Alice we met in chapter 3, and the more normal looking Alice in chapter 4 at the ending. And if you guys have seen it, there's a line that Alice says, the evil one, that you better hurry up because Boris is having trouble keeping himself in one piece. I think that would be her referring to her cutting off his arm and using the ink from that, and using the hearts she has harvested in chapter 3, to kind of fuse them together into the sort of evil Boris you fight at the end. And I'm also gonna debunk this one theory that you are an inky creature yourself, or at least attempt to. You all could, have your own opinions. You know, some people, when they played chapter 4 and saw the whole, tube of ink and the white at the end, they think that means you're immediately an inky creature, but my question is, if you were, then why would you drown from the ink? I mean, whenever you die to like bendy or anything, you specifically hear what's your character drowning from the ink and suffocating. If you were truly an ink character, that wouldn't happen. If anything, you'd grow more powerful and strong. So that's my question. Also, why can't you teleport in between places? You guys might, think you just don't know how, but I just think, you just can't, because you're not an inky character. Um, throughout the entire game, or the rest of the game. But yeah, that's just kind of my theory and me debunking a quick theory. So, yeah, so basically the theory is that the two houses were once one, but split apart, explaining why they both, one has like a sort of split sort of bit off of her, one like kind of missing chunks of ink, like missing an eye and her mouth being messed up, the other one looking relatively normal. And Boris, that evil Boris, wasn't Boris at all, but made from a fragment of Boris, aka his arm. And since Boris is most likely the engineer of, is most likely the engineer, what was his name? I can't remember. Was it Norman Polk? I think it might have been. Since he was most likely the engineer of the bendy place, he was able to quickly, replace his arm with like metal and all that. Um, but Alice Angel, the evil one, used that ink and fused it with the hearts you gathered in chapter 3 to make the sort of evil boss fight Boris. But yeah, that's just kind of my theory. People can like modify this theory and all that, but I just kind of came up with it. I just barely watched Donko's playthrough, and that's kind of what I thought. So let me know if you like disagree or have anything to add on to this sort of theory in the comments below. Kind of you can like use it and everything. I don't really care. People claiming it's theirs, just F them, who cares? They're making their own life choices, but yeah, you can kind of use this theory in your own video and add to it, and all that, all that good stuff. Anyway, share this theory down below, subscribe for my other videos. I don't usually do theories on, theories on games. But if you want me to, then, share and like this video. Let's just get to 1 like and everything. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.